On November 4th, 1979, a group of Iranian students stormed the U.S. Embassy in Tehran, taking more than 60 Americans hostage. In remembrance of these Americans and in solidarity with the nation, El Paso lit the Star on the Mountain every night during the crisis.
The thought on the hostage crisis itself, it got to everybody. It was bothering everyone. The hostage crisis was intense. It became personal. And when you saw the star lit in El Paso, it became regional. Oh, it's our problem too. And that's kind of what the star was lit during the crisis meant to a lot of people, that we're in it together.
And as an El Pasoan and as a community itself, I think that the decision to keep the star lit, to sort of be a beacon of light and reflection, and most importantly, to remind everybody on a daily basis that we do have Americans who are being held hostage in a hostile land, I think did a lot for the community to just keep that front of mind.
The star is really something special about El Paso. It ties us to Texas, but it also sets us apart. Everything in Texas is big. The star is big, so that ties us to Texas. Texas is the Lone Star State. Our star is right there on the mountain. And I know of no other city in Texas that has a mountain range for a backbone. El Paso does, and that's where we put our star. So it does tie us to Texas, but it's also something unique about El Paso.
The electric star that's been put up on the Franklin Mountains in El Paso is an icon for everyone who comes here, either lives here or has witnessed the thing. It's a great icon. It's wonderful. It tells people, hey, you're in El Paso. But a lot of people who grew up with it remember it only happening at Christmas. And so therefore, it wasn't just an El Paso thing to us kids in the 50s and 60s. It was a Christmas thing to us kids in the 50s and 60s.
It has its origins in religion. It reminded us initially of the Star of Bethlehem and the Christmas story in the Bible.
On a personal level, the star is something that brings me personally a great source of pride. It's unique. It's the only one like it in the world. It's El Paso. It's uniquely El Paso.
I know when my wife and I have visitors coming into town and we pick them up at the airport and we drive in and it happens to be at night, we always point out the star on the mountain.
That's the story of the star in El Paso. It's a fabulous, simple design. But if you have a mountain in your city and you want to show off your city, put a star on it. We did it first, so you'll have to do something else.
Only in El Paso is a collaboration between KCOS, Destination El Paso, and PBS Digital Studios. With support from El Paso Electric, proud to be your local utility.